I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
We go! 10 Lobo.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Three down.
Check. Kill. Begin.
Leo.
Show it in. He's coming. We got double up. Undercrush.
On first down, it's done. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Ready?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Hey, lock it.
Check 52. Switch.
Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
Elliott a first down and more. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
There's a lot of good on that play when we see the big fella take it and rumble into the secondary. But how about the big part of it? Taking care of the football. He doesn't carry it very often, but when he does, he's got to make sure that he doesn't get it popped free. Unlike Mike Tolbert in Super Bowl 50, carrying the ball popped free, turnover, and it hurt his team.
You got tight right there. 49, check 49.
Ready?
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Mike 5. Yeah. Tight left. Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
Look. Squeeze.
They'll try the left side. Done. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Allen, and that's off the mark, incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Hey, home.
Throwing again. Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check your hot read. Shit. Check 9.
Look at me. Go. Get it.
Throwing on 1st down. Costello under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Andrew Billings able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Go.
Now a give, right side. It's done. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Set. 60-yard. Twist on Travis. Do. Hard. SOS. Deep grip.
On 3rd down. Done. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And this one is right down the middle. And that will make it 10-0 here in the 1st. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
We got this. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Switch up. Hey, orbit. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. It's a party now.
Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Hey, Zoo.
On first down, Costello. That's Elliott, complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On the
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Costello to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Costello. And he comes back with one complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Check 24, check 24.
He's coming, double up. He's coming, double up. Check 32.
Now a carry here for their fullback. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator.
Check. 36.
Bam.
Say.
6 guys, check 6 guys.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 2nd down now. It's done at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready? 10-2 stop. Drop. Rock it.
Check three. Hey, switch gears. Sponge. No. Check, Lucky.
Hey, Sam on. They go.
On third down, done. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Top 10.
Check 26.
6-6, pull it high.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Alert. 3 down.
56.
Watch the slant. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Throwing now is Allen. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 39 yards there, a big one. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They run here with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Got it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Ready to break.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Get it.
Let's make these
On third down. Done. It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum, and not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Check Mike 21.
Now Allen. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. To connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Shoot. Watch the safety creep. Check three. Kill. Go out. Kill. Be grip.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Joker. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, it hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Hey, exit.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now Allen again. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Allen. And this is taken in at the 5. That goes for a gain of 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well to get a few stops.
Check safety, check safety. Go, 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 go.
Try to punch it in with Eckler. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
94 is a mark, 94 is a mark. All day, just like that, just like that. Shift, shift. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
On 52.
Protect the backer.
80 weapon. Come, come.
It's Eckler again, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Look, squeeze. Look at me. Door.
Check 99.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Alert flare. Alert flare.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Come on.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Go.
Alert 3. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Rush in.
Watch twist. Let's go.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Fair. 22 jet bombers. We need 2 jet bombers. Shoot!
They'll try the left side. It's done. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Rock it.
Check.
Hey, Sam on.
Big Ed. Showing it.
He's coming.
They'll keep it on the ground. Done. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Check 52. Switch.
On 3rd down. It's done, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Go. Hey, wahoo!
Big stop.
Ready?
On 4th down, Costello got a man, Slayton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Check.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You go tight. You got tight right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Big Andrew Billings there on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Back.
Check 13.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? 90 Wolf. Kill. X3. 218. Chopper.
Tight go. Check. Hot route. Check your hot read.
Shift. Check 9.
Shift.
25. Check 25. Check
Get.
They'll keep it on the ground. Done. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Kill.
On 3rd down. It's done. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Got the hook up to Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
To the air, Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
52's the mic.
Bravo.
Watch the run, watch the run. New mic, 52, right 52.
Allen now going to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 11. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Leo.
Bang, 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 bang. Hey, check 20.
They'll run on 1st down. Done. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now Elliott. A big run that time by Elliott. 51 yards. So the fullback, the beef, normally the lead blocker, shows that he can run it a long ways as well.
And he does have an ability to run away from people, but you and I both know he'd rather run through people when he carries the ball.
Squeeze.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. From the gun, Costello. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack on first down, Allen going deep here for Taylor, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Let's get off the field, D. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Alert.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. I don't think you got it, son.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. On 3rd down, Costello. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dawson Knox. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up second and 7.
Check 26, check 26. Tighten up, tighten up. Bam.
Here's Elliott. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Hey, defense, let's go. Check 43.
Shift. Watch the shift. Hit it.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's done. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Get in. Out. Check 37. Deep dribble.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Catch made by Slayton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they all